What's the moment you realize your sibling secretly hates you? So I used to think my sister and I were just different. She was older and so much cooler than me, kind of person who had posters of bands I'd never heard of and used words like aesthetic, unironically. Meanwhile, I was still in my awkward phase, collecting stickers, reading cheesy books, getting excited over cafeteria nachos. You get the idea. We weren't super close, but I figured that was normal. She was 4 years older, had her own friends, her own world. I always thought we just didn't have much in common. Not that she hated me. Until this one moment that honestly hit harder than I expected. It was during a family dinner. She was back from college for the weekend. It had been months since we'd all sat down together. My mom made lasagna my sister's favorite, and the vibe was actually chill for once. We were halfway through the meal, laughing at something my dad said when my sister suddenly goes, "Yeah, well, not everyone at this table grew up being the golden child." And she's looking directly at me. No smile, no sarcasm. Just says it like it's a fact. My parents kind of laughed it off like, "Oh, come on, don't start that," but I just froze. I awkwardly laughed and said something dumb like, "What? You literally got a car before I did." And she goes, "Yeah, well, that was after 6 years of being compared to the perfect little angel who could do no wrong." Then she stabbed her lasagna and kept eating. I sat there, not knowing what to say, because it didn't feel like a joke. It felt like something she'd been holding on to for a long time and finally said out loud. And that was the moment. That was when I realized she didn't just think I was annoying or immature. She resented me. Maybe even hated me a little. The worst part? I had no idea. I thought she was just distant. Busy. Cool older sister energy. But apparently she'd been keeping a quiet scorecard for years, and I was the reason she felt like she could never win. Which made no sense to me. I wasn't the perfect kid. I struggled with stuff too. But I guess the way my parents treated me, the way they bragged about my grades or compared our report cards, it built this wall between us. And I didn't even realize it was there. After dinner, I followed her into the kitchen. She was rinsing her plate like nothing happened. I asked, kind of awkwardly, "Hey, what was that about?" She didn't look at me, just shrugged and said, "Nothing. Just forget it. You wouldn't get it anyway." Then she walked off. Like we hadn't just had the most honest moment in our entire relationship. And I stood there, holding my glass, trying to act normal while my chest felt like it was cracking open, because I had spent years trying to be close to her, inviting her to things, tagging her in dumb memes, buying her little things I thought she'd like. I even saved up 1 year to buy her this vanilla-scented candle I overheard her say she liked. She didn't even open it in front of me, and now I understood why. I wasn't her little sibling. I was the symbol of everything she felt like she wasn't allowed to be. I was the comparison she didn't ask for. We still talk. Barely. Holidays. Occasional birthday text. I still smile when she messages me, but that moment sits there quiet, heavy like a book you can't unread. And every time she laughs a little too flat or leaves a message on read, I remember that dinner.